So I've been thinking a lot about being a creative, and more specifically, being a creative person and that being part of my identity. What's interesting is I can look back to times when I was a kid where I did really creative things and was really into it. I used to I wanted to write like a novel with like robots and them fighting and all this sort of stuff. I was really into Mega Man. Can I get the ball? And I would create all these Mega Man video game characters, and I was designing video game levels because I was into video games. Tried to write stories. In high school, I remember having a couple creative writing assignments where I was just kind of silly and fun with them, and I was always more into math and science. I never thought of myself as a creative person, and I'm trying to figure out right now why being a creative person has never been part of my identity, and why I've resisted that. I've resisted things like calling myself a writer, even though I've been writing a lot. I've resisted being a video maker. It's just not part of my identity that I've ever thought of. But in the last week or so, as I've started this other channel and different things, I've really, and it's weird to say, but I'm a creative person. I like to create things. I like to create things. I like to make things for other people to enjoy, and it's been super fun. And I've started to have the thought that creating things is part of who I am. So as I've been making more things, videos and writing and stuff, it's really starting to liberate me in the sense of giving me the freedom, the permission, the self-permission. Carol's been supportive in all of this. That's been awesome. But it's given myself the permission to say, hey, this time I spend creating something is worthwhile, and it's important, and it might just be important for me. I hope it's important for other people. I really want to write, a novel that 1,000 people read, 1,000,000 people read. That's obviously a huge long shot. I want to make videos that thousands or millions of people watch, but I really think it's made it okay. And that self-permission is huge, and it all comes from like accepting that that's part of my identity, that that's a valuable part of myself. You want the ball? So what's my point? Where am I going with all of this? I think what I want to say, both to myself and to you, and to Alondra, as I'm thinking about, her as she grows up, and maybe she's gonna be interested in creating things. Is that it's okay to be creative. It's okay to spend time making and creating things and growing in that area. I think it's important that you and I feel valued in that now. It's hard to be creative. It's hard to do those things. It feels like there's other things I should be doing, other things I should be involved in. Maybe I'm being selfish with my time, and it's important to not do that. But the point I want to make is creativity is important. The work that you're making is important. The work that I'm making is important. The work that my daughter might someday make is important. So go out, make something, create something, share it, learn, improve, grow, create something beautiful. Yeah, that's what I got to say.